Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are jumping into a really complex, but honestly, a fascinating paper by Bart Salazar. It is all about post-photography and AI. And you know that feeling when you are scrolling on your phone and you pause on this breathtaking, emotionally heavy photograph?
Right, and then you read the caption and realize a machine generated it.
Exactly. The pixels are exactly the same as they were a second ago, but suddenly the magic just dies. So our mission today is unpacking how artists are systematically dismantling that exact boringness of AI-generated images.
Yeah, by forcing the algorithm to, actually collaborate with real physical photography.
Okay, let's unpack this. What is literally happening in our brains when we get the ick from AI art?
Well, it comes down to an ontological crisis.
Like a crisis of being.
Exactly. Unmediated text-to-image AI produces this completely sterile, statistically flat artwork. It is just predicting averages from a massive data set, right? So it has zero subjective human experience.
Right.
And when you, the viewer, realize that, it triggers what cognitive studies actually call the label effect.
Oh, the label effect. So that is not just about viewers being art snobs.
No, not at all.
It is that the moment our brain registers that it is a machine, we subconsciously devalue the art because we realize there is no intentional emotional transference from a human creator. Yeah. We feel kind of cheated out of a connection.
Yeah, and if you connect this to the bigger picture of visual culture, it highlights that we do not just want to see a pretty picture. We demand proof of someone else's lived experience.
It is like the difference between a perfectly engineered but completely soulless pop song generated in a lab versus the raw, unpolished feeling of a live acoustic set where you can literally hear the singer's fingers scraping the guitar strings.
That is a great analogy.
But I have to ask, is this just human bias against machines, or is the AI literally missing a structural soul under the hood?
Salazar argues the AI is structurally missing a soul because it completely lacks physical truth. He relies on a philosophical concept by Roland Barthes called site.
Meaning that has...
Right. It is the physical, undeniable proof that light actually hit a camera sensor in a specific time and place. AI just hallucinates. It lacks what Heidegger called Dasein, or genuine human presence.
Okay, philosophical concepts are great, but how do you actually inject human presence into Python code?
You build a digital skeleton. Artists are using their own personal photos as a proprietary baseline.
Oh, like using tools like ControlNet.
Yes, they use neural tools like ControlNet to lock the AI into real-world geometry. There's this one case study in the paper where an artist takes a real photo of a cherry blossom tree.
Okay.
And then prompts the AI to generate speculative, teal-pulsing bioluminescent fungi that perfectly obeys those physical branches.
Wait, let me push back on that premise for a second. If we are strictly locking the AI into the physical boundaries of a real photograph, aren't we just building a highly complex Instagram filter rather than creating something entirely new?
Well, that is a vital distinction, because it is not just about tracing physical boundaries. It is about translating the specific emotional weather of the original human moment.
The emotional weather.
Yeah, and they do this through something the paper calls chromatic emotional indexing.
Meaning, instead of a standard watermark, the artist's signature is the irregular color palette they extract from the physical environment.
Yes, but it goes way deeper than aesthetics. These specific wavelengths of light trigger direct neurochemical responses in your body.
Wait, really?
Yeah. The paper details an installation called Room I, the Oliver studies. The artist extracted very specific colors from a real domestic space, highlighting shades they named Hound Velvet and Porch Shadow.
Let me guess, those earthy tones aren't just for looking at, they're actually communicating with your nervous system.
They are. When those specific wavelengths hit your optic nerve, they trigger melatonin release.
Wow.
It lowers your heart rate and physically grounds you in this feeling of ordinary intimacy. It is fascinating how color operates as a precognitive somatic language.
So what does this all mean? It is almost like walking into a room where the thermostat and lighting automatically shift to make you feel deeply nostalgic, and you don't even realize the environment is orchestrating your emotions.
Exactly. And for you, the viewer, that completely reframes what AI can be. It is no longer just an automated replacement for human skill.
Right.
It becomes an emotional instrument that absolutely requires human memory and physical restraint to play it effectively.
Which completely shifts the narrative from AI replacing us to AI needing us as an anchor. But it leaves me with this final provocative thought. If our personal photos and extracted color palettes become the anchors for AI, what happens to our perception of reality when these curated hybrid hallucinations start feeling more emotionally resonant and real to us than our actual raw memories? Something for you to chew on next time you catch yourself scrolling.